Happy Friday, YouTube. This is Anonymous Hacker playing YuGiOh Master Duel. I am here to show you one of my fun decks that I have created. The inspiration came from I want to ignore whatever's on the field and just attack players directly. So all the cards are in this list. I will have a list down below in the description. We're going to start with the Ooguchi. Obviously, as you can see, may attack your opponent's life points directly. We're also going to be using Queen's Double. We have Raging Flame Spirit, which is really nice because if it inflicts battle damage to your opponent, it gains 1,000 attack. And this keeps stacking and stacking and stacking until it's removed from the field. You also got Cyber Tutu. One of the drawbacks with this card and with the Drillago is depending on the opponent's side of the field, if they have monsters that are a higher attack than, in this case, 1,000 with Cyber Tutu, she can attack directly. If they're monsters if they only control monsters that are 1,600 or more attack, Drillago can also attack directly. But if they don't, then you cannot attack directly. Which leads me into the Numeron Wall. This is a backup if you can't get anything going as far as that field goes. This brings in obviously the Numeron gates to come into play and wipe out your opponent's field as long as nothing gets negated. Continuing on with this deck, we have two Dark Holes. Again, this is field control. So again, if your opponent has the monsters and you really cannot attack directly, throw a Dark Hole out there. Another nice card for this deck would be Swords of Revealing Light. Your opponent cannot attack, but if you have any of your other monsters out there, you can keep attacking them directly for 3 turns with no repercussions. Unless they do a Spider Trap. Obviously, a Harpie Spouter is welcome because we don't want spell and trap cards to try to negate our attacks. Numeron Calling, again, this helps with our backup plan for Numeron Network to be able to get the gates out, to be able to take out whatever's on the field. And then we have a whole bunch of equip spells. Axe of the Spare, it'll give that monster 1,000 attack. We got Black Pendant, gives 500. Got the Horn of the Unicorn, 700 attack. Also have Gravity Axe, the monster gains 500 attack. And the monsters your opponent controls cannot, change their battle positions. Power of the Guardian. This is another good one. You can place 1 spell counter on it. The equipped monster gains 500 attack for each spell counter. The beautiful part about this card is if that monster would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can just remove a counter. So as long as the monster attacks, you get a spell counter. So I have 2 of them bad boys rocking. I do have Double-Edged Sword, gain another 2,000 attack, but both players take 2,000. So if you're buffing one of these monsters up, I prefer Raging Flame Spirit. You could potentially buff it up really high, do it a direct attack, and then all you take is 2,000 damage in return. Not a bad trade-off, if I must say so. We also got Infernoble Arms. You can target one face-up monster you control this turn. You cannot declare attacks except with this monster. It gains the ability to this turn to make a second attack. Again, if you have Raging Flame Spirit out, a second attack will give it 2,000 attack 1 turn. So, moving on, we do have level limit. This changes all level 4 monsters your opponent controls, or all level 4 monsters on the field to defense position. If you notice anything in this deck, there is only 1 level 4 monster, which is the Drillago. And that's the only monster I'll be impacted. All these other monsters can be up on the field and again attacking directly as long as the field allows. We also have Rush Recklessly. Target 1 face-up monster, get 700 attack. We have Mirror Force for if your opponent does want to make an attack, destroy those cards. Dust Tornado. We also have Dimensional Wall, so there is a little bit of a defense into this if needed. If you can't get any of the monsters to stay on the field or if you're trying to hold on. We also have Gravity Bind. Level 4 monsters or higher cannot attack. So this, again, with level limit, is just a double-edged sword of, hey, they're going in defense position. Also, they can no longer attack. Now, I do want to note this does not apply to XYZs, Links, monsters, so if your opponent summons those, you're pretty much on your own for survival. And then, obviously, down below, I have 2 of each gate down below, aside from the Numeron Chaos Gate, Sonya. That's only 1, because I hardly ever use it. I normally just do the 4, call it a day, fight, go. So, without further ado, that is the deck in itself. It's 50 in the main deck, 9 in the extra. And we are going to go try this out in a ranked match and see how far we can get. So I am in gold tier. I do have several decks I like playing. And we're going to go ahead and try our first round with this deck. Going up against Loki. Alright. So we're going to choose to go first. One thing I do not like about Master Duel is that typically when you're going up against somebody else, they're doing 15 different summons in one match, and it just gets really, really tiresome and boring watching them summon. So out the gate, already a great hand. Already a great hand. We have our Mirror Force for defense. We have 2 Raging Flame Sprites here. So we can just throw the Raging Sprite down, attack directly, call it a day. So what I'm actually going to do is this. Bring him out. I'm going to leave these in my hand for now. Numeron Network, like I said, is our backup plan. We don't want to play that out the gate because they have no monsters, so our monsters will increase in level. Also, we cannot attack the first turn. So with that, let's see how far we get with Loki here. Looks like Loki's having connection issues in the top right hand corner. Hopefully that's not the case. This is a really good hand to play against. There we go. Hauteclere. Looks like we're losing one of our cards in our deck. Oh, each time a quick spell is activated. Okay, well, there's a quick spell. So it looks like a portion of our deck's going to get milled here, but we already got our primary weapons here, so I don't foresee any issues. Never went against this archetype before, so we'll see how fun this will be. Yep, there goes one of our dust tornadoes. It's okay. So again, the whole point of this deck is to ignore whatever's on the battlefield and being able to attack directly. 2,000 for 2,000. Oh, that's great. Now we can't activate spell or trap cards. Well, goodbye, Raging Flame Spirit. Or Sprite. It's nice knowing you. Don't know why the attack's taking so long here. There we go. Alright, looks like we're playing with a whole bunch of runic stuff here. I'll be honest, I think this guy pretty much has us, because I can't play any Spell or Traps to boost the character while this card's on the field. This seems more of a milling deck. Yeah, he's just milling now. So I already lost 4 cards to milling. Double-edged sword. So I'm not anticipating on winning this match, but we are definitely going to try our best here. Just going to go ahead and do this now, because we can't do anything else. Probably lose this character too. Probably should have held on to it and ate it. Well, nope. Won't matter because this card's up on the field. If he would accidentally tribute this monster, I think we'll be in good shape, but I don't see it happening. Another quick spell. Here we go for milling again. There goes Harpie Feather Duster. Not like it would be any use with this guy on the field. There's a Synchro. Alright, let's see if we can pull something out here. Okay. I could probably sit here and go ahead and leave this lobby, because there's no way we're really going to win this when he keeps the bamboo shoot up. But hopefully he misplays and tributes it or something. Only reason why I'm sticking around. And that is not the case. See what the next card is. That'd be great, but can't use it. So we're gonna go ahead and surrender. We'll play a whole different try a whole set of play here. Like I said, this is more of a fun deck. This isn't really meant to play for ranked, I have one handful of matches with it in ranked, so it's not a bad deck. It just matters of what you're going up against. If you didn't have that bamboo shoot, we could have easily probably won that match, not gonna lie, because none of the monsters really mattered. Alright, so again, we got our backup to Numeron Network. Very nice. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hit this boy down in defense mode for now. Because we can't attack this turn. What I want to try to do is hopefully get another equip card to be able to add on to the Raging Flame Sprite, so that way we can get even more damage on that initial hit. So that way he goes up by 1,000 on top of all the buffs he's getting on the back end on the spells. Looks like we're going up against the Sword Soul. Okay. Pretty sure this guy's a bot the way the name is, and he has that rabbit icon, or rabbit pet. Typically it means it's a bot. I do lose to bots, unfortunately. But we'll see how far we can get. Now remember, we got the Numeron Network at our disposal, so as long as it doesn't get negated, we can sit here and wipe him out in one turn for an FTK. Especially if he has 3 of these guys up on the field. But I'm sure he's going to synchro summon something around here. As you can see, the bot is taking an awfully long time to think about its next move. Might forfeit, to be honest with you. I might get a win on a technicality. Doesn't know what to do with its programming. Well, the way this is going, I guess we're going to win on a technicality. Which is still a W, so I guess we're going to be 1 for 2 here. One thing I do wish is if you could see the opponent's timer right here, so you can see how much time they have as well. That would be nice. So it feels like you're sitting in these lobbies for 10-15 minutes while they're summoning, and never stopping. It's like, there's no way you didn't exceed your 300 seconds. Yep, definitely going to win by technicality. It's not doing anything. Be honest, I might speed this video up until the end of the match. Oh boy. That's what I'm talking about. There's no way this has been past 300 seconds. It has to have named by now. There we go. 300 seconds, finally. Does not feel like 300 seconds. Alright. We are 1 for 2. Hopefully we get a third match. That's a little bit more... Looks like we will. It doesn't look like a bot. So it looks like we'll have a match that we can actually play the actual deck itself for what it is. Great start already. Got the power of the Guardians with our Raging Flame Spirit. That is huge. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and summon our big guy here. We're going to activate this bad boy. Put him on him. And then we're going to hold Swords of Revealing Light just to be safe, just in case he Harpie feathers here. It'll give us a chance to be a defense for 3 turns to recoup. Activate Gravity Bind here, so that way anything level 4 or higher cannot attack. And let the field roll. So it looks like he is going to do the smart move here in battle. Probably should have played Swords of Revealing Light. That's on me. Yep. Oh, 1 spell counter on it, so he's still alive. Hell yeah! He's going to special summon another level 4. And none of his level... Oh, he's got 3 out. Okay. We'll take it again, I guess. Yes, sir. Take that in stride. It's not nearly enough damage. Alright, he's on a Synchro. Synchro is still in bounds with the gravity, so he can't do anything with it. unless he doesn't affect. If 3 or more attacks have been declared, you can special summon this card from your graveyard, then you can destroy 1 trap card, Spider Trap card on the field. Okay? Interesting play. This might hurt. I probably should have played Swords of Revealing Light here, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Interestingly enough, 3 grand. Nice. What's this guy's effect? Interesting. There goes Gravity Bind. I'm just going to go ahead and surrender it out. We're 1 for 3. 2 more of these bad boys. Should have played Swords of Revealing Light. I knew I should have. That's what happens when you play too cautiously. But this guy's letting me go first so he can do 50 summons. Let's check it out. Alright. So we got Cyber Tutu. She's not going to be able to do anything for a hot minute. But what we are going to do is we'll summon her. Guess he has a max C, because that's the only thing that's happened in this game. We're not going to buff her attack at all. Because if we buff her attack, if they have anything over that, then they'll attack her directly, even though they'll be able to attack her directly now. Going up against a Red Eyes deck. Let's go. Well, that's all he's going to do, then okay. Alright, let's see what we got. We got another Dark Hole. So we got 2 Dark Holes in the Numeron Network. Now, I need a monster, so Numeron Network's going to come out. Let's see what happens. Does he negate it? Nope. Alright. There's Maxi. He's not going to live to see Maxi. That's okay. He only has 1 monster, so we're going to be hurting for a little bit. Now what are we waiting on? Okay, you're gonna give me a second target to hit? That works. Oh, that really works. Okay. We'll eat it. We'll eat that. He's gonna eat this. And he's gonna take that. Backup plan for the win. We are now 2 for 3. Ranked up to a gold 4. Alright, last match. See if we can win this or not. Get to go first against Anthony. Alright, not a bad pick. I typically don't want to buff this card in particular, but I'm not going to complain. Because at the end of the day, damage is damage. Because when she attacks, there's no life point gaining here, so or attack gaining, so this is going to be her base attack unless we keep buffing her up higher and higher. But she can still attack them for 2850. But we'll see how far this goes. Oh boy, I love myself a beautiful, beautiful warrior deck. Speed Droid. All right. Rip. Yikes. Oh, look at that. Ouch. Way to end this lobby, huh? Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, take that. He's trying to draw something. Got pendulums going now. Goodbye. Bring them back out to the field. No? Okay. Godsend right here. And there we go. We have won 3. Nope. Yes. 2, 3. Yeah, we won 3 over 5. And that is all for this series, guys. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below if you enjoyed watching this deck fail miserably. And depending on how many ratings we get, how many comments, I might continue the series. I have a whole bunch of other decks. In fact, let's go change deck. If you see, aside from my Pendant, YuGiOh, and Fire King OG, point out a deck that you would like to watch me play, I'll leave a deck list down below as well, and we can definitely do a series on that deck for 5 rounds. Thanks everybody, have a great rest of your Friday, and I'll catch you next time.